But who knows? I'm also a fickle artist, and my mind could change on anything. But hopefully, not the integrity or what we've got going with this. And with that, find your comfortable positions. I'm gonna switch some audio over. Okay. Welcome, 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 and welcome some more. I appreciate you being a part of this whenever and wherever you're a part of this. So throughout time, may it be beneficial to those that are drawn to it, to listen to it, or watch it, whatever form it exists in. Who knows? But one thing we do know is that we're after a really intense relaxation. Like, this is a pretty potent practice, and it's you taking yourself progressively through different stages, deeper into the self, deeper into a relaxed body and a focused mind. So let the shoulders realize that there's no physical weight there. That's all imagined. Maybe shake them a little bit. Maybe the jaw has a little tension in it, or your face. Or somewhere else that's uniquely your area and way to store the stress, to release it, and hopefully for the releasing of that to feel pleasurable. And that's all up to you. However much you would like to imagine, how much you would like to feel, see, smell, hear, touch, and that it's all dictated by your willingness to let yourself imagine, visualize, pretend, whatever word strikes deepest and most true for you. And while you let a part of yourself ponder your relaxation, tweaking it for your optimal experience, we'll take our attention to the art for the week, the drawing, the illustration, the cartoon of Lancel Otter, who is very, very far off in the distance. On this image, you see more of the meandering river, but on a much more massive scale, where forests line the edges and cliffs are broken along the shorelines, and it seems like a gateway or a pathway of these two columns is down front and centered, and so that very small path between them, you're getting a glimpse of more forest and the small river, the tributaries, running into the larger body of water. And it's hard to make out where Lance is. Could either be a smudge at the very, very bottom center, going up the river, or just on the other side of the forest that you can see between the two towering gateways. Well, one towering gateway. Sort of honing in on what looks like to be if you zoom very close, someone in a raft, rowing. And in my mind, and hopefully eventually drawn out as well, is that the Lance is always going on adventures, but some adventures come in parts, or even maybe there are large areas to traverse to get to the next session on Sunday night, time where we check in with ourselves along this adventure, because it can be one big adventure if you allow it to be so, or it could be a standalone experience, whatever serves you best when you think about your participation with Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra as a whole, and what you might like to get out of it. The message for this week's message from in between is titled Falling Behind. The best part of having a set routine is that it takes less energy to maintain. The worst part is that any substantial changes to the set routine can take weeks to recover from. It's easy to forget to let the waters of the mind settle. Changes of any sort can be disruptive, even positive ones. For those of us that are too sensitive, things don't solely pile up when left undone. Things also pile up around thought forms and ideas. A bunch of little I shoulds, or it won't take that long, I'll do it laters. They pile up. And for various reasons, the weight of those ideas can be enough to start shutdown protocols. Whatever makes you start feeling behind is already taking up more space than it should. Thankfully, any level that you address it vents substantial pressure out of the system. If you don't have the energy to finish a project, then don't. Just do something. And that something can be anything. Drink a glass of water about it. Blow some dust off it. Light a candle for it. Say a wish on a seed and throw it somewhere it can grow. Momentum isn't as fickle as motivation is. This week's 3-card draw is the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and 7 of Pentacles, inviting us to consider how we spend our money and energy, taking a hold of what we can handle, and not all crops come ready for harvest at the same time. This episode of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra will be touching on themes of routines, pressures, and feeling behind. Messages from in between are a part of live sessions of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra. Full recordings available for purchase as echo sessions. You can get them at santosdavid.com, santosdavid333 across most social media. Live sessions Sunday nights, echo sessions available Mondays.
Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Do you love delving into the mysteries of the paranormal, or how we respond to media that pushes us to the limit of our understanding? Do you love to dive headfirst into the exploration of the human psyche with meditations or channeled messages from beyond? Join our podcast network, Another Realm Media, and explore the unknown with us. From ghosts to aliens, cryptids to conspiracy theories, horror to sci-fi, we've got it all. Don't miss out on the excitement. Join us today and unlock the secrets of the universe. Email us at contact@anotherrealmmedia.com. Introducing the podcast that delves deep into the mysteries of the unexplained, The Convergence Enigma with Josh and Stefan. Join us as we explore the bizarre and unexplainable events that leave people questioning what they've seen and experienced. From alien abductions to paranormal encounters, our show uncovers the stories behind the strange phenomena that has affected individuals across the world. But we don't just stop at the surface level. We dive into how these experiences affect those who have encountered them, their beliefs, and their overall perception of reality. With captivating interviews, expert insights, and thought-provoking discussions, The Convergence Enigma is the perfect podcast for anyone fascinated by the unknown. Subscribe now and be prepared to have your mind blown. We all have questions. We seek understanding of life and why we are here. Welcome to Etheric Transmissions, a channeled podcast where we will attempt to understand life and its many iterations.